Hello my friends, let's repair this sanyo TV FW55D25F. This TV came for no power, so let's plug it. So there is no standby light. Push the power button, nothing. And I hear like a little beep. I don't know if you can hear it. Usually this beep is come from a short. The voltage you try to rise, then you short it to the ground, go down and keep looping like that. So let's take this TV apart and we test it. So I take just a half the side, because this TV you can just take the half cover and you reach the power button and you hear the so quick check to see if there is anything burned. Nothing. Before I check any voltages, I'm going to check the short and the diodes, these diodes, and I check the short in these two MOSFETs. Then we go from there. Alright, look here. Both sides is connected to the ground. This is like 6 ohm or 5 ohm. This one is about like 18 ohm. That's very low. Next, let's check. So to check the short, the diodes and the primary side, you can't use the TV ground. You need to test the diode this way. That's in the primary, but in the secondary you can use the TV ground. Not all the diodes is connected to the ground, because these diodes here, they are not connected to the ground. So you may test them just like this. So this one's here. And the TV already unplugged. Don't forget about that. This diode is okay. Then we check this MOSFET. So we check between the legs of the MOSFETs. That one is good. No short. So we have this diode tested as a short. Check the board and remove this diode, and we test it outside of the board. Gonna put a new solder to help melt the old one. This is a leaded solder. Is more the melting temperature is lower. the diode fall and gone. Let me search for it. Or this, yes, still warm. Sure, this is the right one. It's a lot of message. So this is SR320. So this is a Schottky diode. Is a high frequency. So let's look for something compatible. And before that, we're going to test this diode. Yeah, it's not shorted. So something going on here. And here is not shorted. Could be the short in the motherboard. Let me try it again. Yeah, the diode is good. The place of the diode, let's test the resistance here. Yeah, mega ohm. Yeah, 24 kilo ohm. So let's put this diode back. Did I check something else? No, that's the diode. So we put the diode back. Let's go make more tests. I was thinking this is going to be easy to fix, but it's not. So put the motherboard into place, and I plugged the backlight, but I didn't plug the main board. It's for me to see if there is a short in the backlight or in the main motherboard. So this one on the ground. So this is the ground. This is not the ground. This is the ground, not the ground. So there is no short in the backlight. Let's connect the motherboard cable. This is the ground. and this is the ground. Both of them, as you can see, it is 25 ohm. We back how it was before. So this cable is connected to the motherboard. It means there is some short in the motherboard. Let's look for it. So here, yeah, I know this short here is about like 20 ohm, and so I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna search on this connector, and here we have 20 ohm. So this is the pin, this one here, and from that we're going to start checking on the positive side of this capacitor for short. This IC, then after we done from the capacitors, we go to the coils. So no short. We go to the apron. After that, we're gonna start testing the small capacitors. So one side is ground, one side is not. The small capacitors like this. This is a DC to DC IC converter. Microprocessor. So this capacitor that's connecting to the line. So this is one. Keep testing. This one here for the screen. We have some capacitors here. That's good. Here is one. Here is another one. This is two. And this is three. So we have a short. I think this is the input of the IC. Yeah, from here to here. Yeah, you can see 20 ohm. So I'm gonna plug it to the power, and I will try to see if there is any heat coming from those capacitors. So you can hear the sound. Yeah, be careful. Sometimes the capacitor is very, very hot. May burn. Yeah, this one's here. Yeah, this one. I think is this one here, the one in the top. But so we're going to use alcohol. So let's plug the TV to the power. So still have that sound, and we're going to put, look. Let me see if I can zoom. Just watch. You see this capacitor? So I'm going to grab a big drop. Let's see which capacitor is. You see this one? This capacitor is like, yeah, this one is causing the problem. So let's remove that capacitor and see if it's gonna fix. So removing the capacitor, you can use the solder iron, or you can just crack it, because this capacitor, we don't know the value of the capacitor, how much capacitance in it. It's better just take it and leave the place empty, because there is a lot of capacitor in this line. So I'm going to use the tweezer. Yeah, if you are not sure about which capacitor is bad, use the solder iron, because that time you can get it back. I'm kind of sure about this capacitor. So I'm going to plug the TV, and we keep watching that capacitors. See, the capacitor is flashing as the sound, and you can tell that's the capacitor is bad. So let me unplug it. So this is the capacitor. See the capacitor here? In case if you don't have a solder iron ready, I just want to show you this. And now I'm showing you a different way to check the capacitor using the solder iron, hot tweezer, hot air, and or you can crack it. So I can use the solder iron, but I just want to show you a different way. So let's plug the TV. And look, we have the backlight. TV fixed. And the ground. So here is the ground. And the short is gone. Here, no more short. This capacitor tested as a short before. This one, no short. Let me see if I can. Yep, you hear the sound? That's the shorted capacitor. So, because we don't know the value of this capacitor, how much capacitance in it, we don't need to replace it. Leave it empty is better than put the wrong one over there. So TV plugged in, I put the back together, push the power button, Sanyo logo is there, beautiful. Yeah, nice picture. So this flickering is not in the TV, is in the phone camera. It doesn't match the LED frequency. That's why it's look flickering. But there is no flicker on the screen when you are looking at it with the naked eye. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. See you next one.